Usually you're emceeing these.
That's true.
Tonight
I'm just having a beer, watching some drum, and it's been 11 years straight, either playing or emceeing the Guitar Center Drum Off, and I've had the best time, and they treat me great every time. This is cool. I showed up with my wife, Cindy. We casually walked in. I'm gonna have a beer, watch a show, and have her drive home.
how was that for you? A lot better, no pressure?
I never had any pressure. I love getting on stage around drummers and talking. So tonight, I'll just get around while we're talking around drummers without the stage. I guess I'll make my own little stage. Hi, Don.
Can we expect you back part of this on the stage next year?
I've got plans. There's so many great new drummers. And it's hard to say really what's going to happen next, but lately, music for me, the drummer as a kid was always what drew me into the band. And then I liked the song. Then I got the band. It was always the drummer. That's starting to happen again. There's some great drummers. And then the band comes next, and I'm finding new bands because of great drummers. And that's exciting for me because 1978, 79, the drum machine took over. Now the whole world is dealing with that technology sweep. Drummers had to deal with that many years ago. We can do it with a machine. And now people they're realizing, it's happening everywhere, but the drummers had that battle. So I think great drummers are starting to pull up again, show the chops and creativity.
After everything that happened in Paris, what were your thoughts on that? And have you ever had to maybe think twice about performing in the city or touring Europe or anything about it like that?
Those thoughts kind of started happening after the Dimebag Darrell situation as a musician, especially with our singer Perry, who likes to speak his mind in places maybe they don't want to hear it. I always thought maybe, the chances are of someone not holding back day after day, it gets worse and worse, those chances, But my prayers go out to anybody that goes to a show, and it's a good way to get away from reality. And then reality shows up at your door when you're there. So I try to when I play drums, I get out of myself. And when I see a film of me playing, I don't even realize that's what I did. And I think that happens at a concert for concert goers. They get out of themselves. So I think that's it's a sacred place.
Any plans for the band, James, for 2016?
We have good plans for the summer.
I know you got a couple of festival slots. I think you're playing Ritual in its entirety.
That's right.
Is it its anniversary of sorts?
25 years. And we played it 3 or 4 times last year at the end of the year. It's great to play the record in sequence, and it feels great to kind of bring some songs back that we haven't played in 20 years.
What do you remember? Take us back to the recording sessions of Ritual. What are your thoughts with the first one?
Well, we were a great live band, and that's what Ritual is. It's a live band being documented by a great engineer, Dave Jordan, and Ronnie Champagne. They took what we already had on stage and put in great microphones, turned the lights down, and let us record. Some of those songs were done in one take, and they're 8-10 minute songs, and then overdubbed some sweet spots. And that, to me, is what Jane's Addiction was, a great power trio with a poem on top. And that's what happened on that record. We really didn't go too deep as far as let's do it again and again and again, let's dissect it, let's try different drum sets, different tempos. We played what we did on stage in a studio.
It's been a few years being back with Jane's. How has it been for you to get the ball rolling in that big machine?
I love playing those songs. That's where it starts.
Why do you think Jane's, Perry, why do you guys connect to so many fans? What is it about the band?
It's an organic seed still somewhere, especially on the live front. When we get on stage, it's still... that's why we break up so much. If it doesn't feel right, we're not going to fake it. So you're never going to get a fake Jane's Addiction. We really mean it, or we'll just break up. So that's possibly what happens. They see that it's real, it's genuine for that moment. We mean it, and we want to be there.
Last question for me. Who's a bigger loss for you, Lemmy or Bowie?
Well, I would say David Bowie, as far as what's impressed me and the impression that he's made as far as my music. But I've hung out with Lemmy a lot more than David Bowie, so it hurts both ways. I think they've all been said and told.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks.
Have
Have
a
a
great
good night. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well.